guys, and welcome. I'll begin my analysis this afternoon with these two tweets from Moses Kuria. The first tweet reads, "This is utterly ungodly. Leave your backward and primitive political wars out of places of worship. Today was AIPCA cannot reloaded. The lightning that will strike us is still loading. Pole sana Rigathi Gachagua." That was Sunday when Rigathi Gachagua was attacked in a PCA church in Kasarani. And also, Moses Kuria, it's important to know that he is President William Samoei Ruto economic advisor. And recently, this is what he tweeted. And we are reading so much politics into Moses Kuria's tweets because the guy seemed to be on his way out of the UDA, especially based on the things that have been happening to him, the auctioning of his house, and considering he's a very senior key figure in the Kenya Kwanza government. And this is the second tweet that Moses Kuria tweeted a day ago. He did emojis with some heartbreaks, emojis with tears, and it is important to note that he closed the comment section so that Kenyans cannot comment or ask why he has dropped these particular emojis. But it is important to note that this guy could be out of Kenya Kwanza or in his way out of the Kenya Kwanza government, and this is the focus of my video this afternoon. Well, if it is your first time on my channel, could you kindly just spare a moment of your time and hit that subscription button and put on a notification bell as well, so that when I do subsequent videos, you'll not miss out. Straight into it, Moses Kuria is a guy that doesn't know how to hide his feelings. When he hates you for real, and when he loves you for real. And when you happen to step on Moses Kuria's feet, he will scream out, he will scream out, he will say what is not good and what is in bad. No wonder Moses Kuria is loved and hated in equal measure. But to begin with, who exactly is Moses Kuria? How did he join politics? And what are his chances of being re-elected or being elected in 2027? This is the focus of my video. Moses Kuria, in 2007, he joined the Party of National Unity, also known as PNU, as Director of Programs and Spokesperson. The change of career for Moses Kuria was motivated by his patriotism to Kenya, as he realized the tension that was there before election would cripple the economy. In 2013, he became the National Alliance or TNA officer in charge of strategy, a position he held until he was elected in Gatundu South as MP during a by-election in 2014. He's been an MP who's been full of controversies. Sometimes he utters words that can rub the opponents in a wrong way. No wonder some tweets or Twitter guys sometimes call him the man that is most circumcised. This is based on some of the comments he normally made, derogatory comments he normally direct to a certain community in Kenya. And he's been having a beef with some people. Others love him, others hate him because of his reckless utterances sometimes. And Moses Kuria, it's important to note, he was elected in a by-election unopposed to the position after it was announced vacant during the death of Honorable Joseph Ngugi, who was elected to represent the people of Gatundu South on a TNA party ticket. Unlike his predecessor, Kuria was not elected but was directly appointed by IEBC, following a controversial stepping aside by potential candidates like Kiarie Kamere, who was preferred by constituency. It later emerged that Kuria was highly backed by State House. Yes, he was deemed as a State House candidate in that particular election, so to speak. Kuria has lived to be outstanding member of parliament, characterized, outspoken, controversial as evident. Remember, I've told you that he's been a controversial leader, fixable debates, tribal incitement, corruption, steamer raising projects in Gatundu South. All those of controversies that have been marring in Kuria's political career. And he's been the Gatundu South MP, so to speak, before he was ejected out. It's also important to note that he is the only MP in that region. He refused to vie on the UDA party. He chose to swim against the tide with his own political party, which made him lose, for that matter. And he was elected as the Cabinet Secretary of Trade before the Gen Z uproar. The president fired them, and now he came in as a presidential economic advisor. But recently he's been facing some woes, especially there is an allegation that his house in Rwaka, or houses, was auctioned, and it is an allegation yet to be proved, but yes, it is in the limelight that his house was auctioned recently. And it seems Kuria has not been so much happy in the Kenya Kwanza government, and sooner rather than later, the guy is going to speak his mind, because as I told you, he's a kind of a chap that doesn't know how to hide his feelings, and he normally starts by tweeting, as the tweets that I've just shown you. He normally starts that way before everything bursts out. So analysts are asking themselves, or we are asking ourselves, is Moses Kuria on his way out of the Kenya Kwanza? A possibility of yes to that question is very high, because this is the guy that we normally read his moves, and he also listens to the ground. And especially if you see very well, Mount Kenya ground has been so slippery for Kenya Kwanza government sympathizers or Kenya Kwanza leaders. And it seems Kuria is aiming for an election or re-election in 2027. And he is very aware that if he carries the sins, what I'll call it, quote unquote, the sins of Kenya Kwanza government into 2027 election, he stands no chance. And I'm sure he's trying, or he's looking for ways that he's going to shed off this baggage or these sins that he's been carrying for Kenya Kwanza, and try to become a pro mountain kind of a leader, so that he get a chance to be elected in 2027. I don't know your thoughts, guy, about Moses Kuria's move. Perhaps you have your own perception. Perhaps you have a different view from mine. Could you kindly just drop a comment below? I would love to read and share your sentiments as well. And if it is your first time on my channel, could you kindly just, before you sign out, hit that subscription button and put on a notification bell as well, so that when I do subsequent videos, you'll not miss out. Adios. Ciao, ciao.